Kevin's won the ball.
Not got to win by 2 clear.
First leg, Kevin to throw
It goes
first.
to the last leg and you've won the
Game
ball.
on.
You throw first.
Of course, Chris, we're going to have a brand new name on the trophy, aren't we? One of the 8 players left today will win the UK Open for the very first time. And that will do. Thank you very much. When you're starting a big match like this, you're thinking 140, at least 140.
60.
Oh, it's just lovely when that first treble drops in. So these boards are meticulously measured and set up. So the practice boards are identical. It just always feels different. So it's in those 9 darts practice that they had, if you sort of find it instantly, which sometimes you do, it certainly makes you feel better.
I wouldn't be surprised if King and Painter were here literally at the crack of dawn, because of all the players on the circuit. They are the early birds. They get here when they're playing to tournaments.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised if both of them are in around 8:30.
Yeah.
So especially long day for whoever progresses in this one. Merv suffering a sciatic
60.
nerve problem.
Well,
Kevin, you require 131.
it's the tale of the darting crocs, because Kevin Painter's suffering from arthritis in the hip. Mervyn King's got a bad back, sciatica in the back, which is causing him all sorts
91.
of problems. No walking sticks on the stage, just tungsten.
43. Kevin, you
Tops
require
the KP. Nice first leg, 13 darts.
Shot in the first leg, Kevin Painter.
He fancied this when the draw come out.
Throw first. Game on.
A reasonably good record against Mervyn is Kevin.
You're right. Spot on. In fact, he's won the last 3
100.
TV meetings between the pair, Grand Slam and European Championship in 2012, and when he won that major, the Players' Championship,
140.
he beat King on the last day in the quarter-finals on his way to winning it. I wonder if that's an omen for Kevin Painter.
100.
Looking good.
Looking very good. Looking very good. Excellent start from Kevin Painter. And you know, he beat Dean Winstanley in the last 16.
First 8 legs of that.
123.
He was superb.
He was, and he raced into a 7-1 lead, and it was job done.
Yeah.
But what was the big difference in that victory was that he took out a stack of
95.
really good finishes. 114, 74, 83, 61, 66, but he nailed them all. Winstanley didn't get a look in.
It's very similar to Lewis against Barneveld
Yeah.
last night.
Kevin, you require 86.
Well, this to break the throw. Great dart. 8-8 for Painter. Wow.
12 dart leg.
Second leg.
13 and 12.
Kevin Painter.
This is impressive,
Third leg,
Christopher.
Kevin to throw first. Game
Dream
on.
start. Looks focused.
But you know, both players have arrived here, quarterfinals, under the radar, because they've both been playing on the outside boards throughout.
Well, he had a sticky game, really, but potentially against Andrew Gilding,
Yeah.
Kevin Painter.
Well, Painter's beaten Richie Burnett, Andrew Gilding, as you mentioned, Dean Winstanley, King, Carl Merchant in his first game.
100.
Great win over Dave
Chisnall.
Chisnall when he was
Yeah,
exceptional.
9-4.
And then beat Christian Kist as well, former Lakeside World
Yeah,
champ.
my
so-
fancy. That was upstairs. I watched that match, and the first 6 legs, I think he hit 5 180s, and his finishing was
82.
incredible.
That was unlucky, because that's
a
cracked the wire.
proper bouncer.
Yeah, cracked the wire. Not a lot you can do about that. It was well aimed. May not cause him
93.
too much damage, though. Should still be first to a double from here.
83.
That's it, lads. Hair of the dog.
It's a long old weekend for some.
140.
Well, he may not be first to a double now after that. That was a really good visit. Do you know what? I think that bounce out just affected his concentration, not necessarily his rhythm or his range, but just his concentration, because he was very much in the zone, wasn't he?
He was.
Needs the ball. Oh yes, now he's in the game. He's in the game. 86 on the ball.
Break of throw.
Full flag Mervyn to throw first. Game on.
A break back. It's not a break unless you hold.
Now, talking about their respective injuries, sciatica in the back for Mervyn. But still throwing a mean dart, isn't he? Very gingerly walks to the ball.
It is actually a little bit of an advantage, a back problem, because you tend to actually stay still as possible, which is what you would try and teach a new player. You know, the only thing that you want to move is the elbow.
A fellow pro Colin Lloyd has recommended a physio to King, and he's had a couple of sessions recently.
He's actually putting his hips right now, and the muscles that were being used to hold up the sciatic problem.
Whereas Painter,
55.
his problem is from just years of wear and tear, because he slams his right foot and really puts pressure on his right leg up against the hockey, and basically the cartilage has just worn away from around his hip.
140.
And a hip replacement is sort of 8 months out of the game.
It's out of the equation, yeah. I spoke to Kevin last week about it. It just doesn't come into his thinking. Play through the pain barrier, pure and simple, and you get on with it. And, you know, get on with it they are. This is a possible 11 darter from King. Well, we've seen 4 really, really good legs of darts. 11 darter there from Mervyn King. Both averaging around 99. Well, if this is just the start of what should be a fantastic finale to the New Look UK Open here in Minehead. 4 great legs of darts.
What you expect at this stage?
He's found it, hasn't he?
140.
Slow start.
Yeah, slow start and then responds with 2 very good legs.
But, you know, it's interesting, isn't it? I mean, he's limping there, and he just looks all uncomfortable, Mervyn King, but he's in good form. You know, quarterfinals here. First time he's ever reached the quarterfinal of this tournament. And it's a proud moment for him as well, because it completes the set. He has now reached at least the quarterfinals in every single TV major. That's from his BDO days and PDC, and there's not many who can say that. That's a great achievement.
Yeah, I think the Grand Slam was the only one I missed out on. I only played in it once. But yeah, he had success. Did he win the World Dart Trophy?
Yeah, he's
and the World Masters.
He has. I think that the source of his disappointment for King is that he's yet to win a PDC major.
Yeah.
43.
He lost in the Premier League final to James Wade back in 2009 after beating Taylor in the semis. I hasten to add.
That old stat.
Yeah, and then if you remember, he lost the Players' Championship final to Paul Nicholson at the Circus Tavern, the first time it was played.
The big favourite for that at the time, I would have thought.
And then he lost the World Grand Prix final to Michael van Gerwen.
After leading
4-1.
140.
Good darts from Painter. King looking at 146, more than capable. Well, Sunday lunchtime at the Arras.
You require 87.
Tasty so far.
20 ball.
Well, Painter led 2-0. Is he going to go into the break trailing?
Big moment.
Well, Mervyn King looking really, really good. He was 2-0 down. Painter was really in the mood, in the groove. But 3 legs on the spin for Mervyn King. A race to 10 to be the first man into the semi-finals. King edging it at the moment. Quarterfinals here at Minehead, the UK Open. And we've got some great darts to come. Van Gerwen, Lewis, Terry Jenkins all in action. Our first quarter-final has seen Mervyn King turn it around. 3-2 he leads after Painter won the first two legs in just 25 darts. So all to play for. An open draw later on for the semi-finals.
Game on.
Just to confirm, if you are just joining us, Terry Jenkins against Brendan Dolan to follow. Adrian Lewis will take on Menzior Stilovic. And then the tournament favourite, Michael Van Gerwen,
140
against the dangerous Ian White.
Very dangerous.
44.
Painter's gone off the boil. There's a rugby going on later, I think. 90 average only now, Kevin Painter.
The real athletes are in here, mate.
134.
And King has turned it round. He's turned a 90 average early on into a 100 average now.
45.
And Painter's done the opposite.
Yep.
120 average after two legs, down to 88.
They've passed each other along the way in the middle, haven't they? Worrying this for Painter. 45 and 44 to start off this leg.
60.
Both streaky players, though. Go through peaks and troughs of form during a match.
96.
As do most players, to be fair.
167.
Not sure the pace is suiting Painter, to be honest with you. You can see him there, stood behind Mervyn King with a little shake of the head. Getting frustrated, can't afford to let that creep into his game because it won't do him any good.
Bad deflection. You've seen his reaction.
7.
Needs no commentary, that.
$55.
Well, King's last visit, 3 visits, 60, 60, 55.
$140.
Now, a bit of pressure on this. His finishing has been perfect. 3 out of 3 on the doubles.
Did that in one of the Premier League games, I remember. He did 7 from 7.
Well, a chance now for Painter. You have to say a chance that I'm pretty sure he didn't think he was going to get. He was so far behind in this leg. Can he take it? Oh, that won't help. Oh dear. Treble 17 though would leave tops.
Well, that was unlucky.
36.
Frustrating, frustrating. You see, he's shuddering away at himself. Not happy. Big dart this. Big dart in the context of the game. It took him 5 darts and a double to get there. Oh, Painter won't be happy. King's won 4 consecutive legs now.
85.
Rise smile across Painter's face, but long way to go in this match. Only one break of throw.
Well, great dart from Mervyn King, and Kevin Painter does have a few problems now.
96.
It's really interesting. It all started to go wrong, I think, when he just lost his concentration momentarily when he had that bounce out. He was 2-0 up and he was sailing along. He really was playing well. And after that bounce out in the third leg, when he was throwing to make it 3-0, by the way, King took out 86 on the bull, and the whole momentum of the match has turned.
83.
180, 134, and Mervyn King here is he on course to make it 5 consecutive legs.
Double break.
93.
Oh, Kevin's mindset should be get into the second break no worse than 6-4.
64.
That won't help.
7-3. It's all over. 6-4. He's got a sniff.
Double 8 for a 12 darter to break the throw.
78.
No finish.
Mervyn, you require
Again,
16.
it's a lapse of concentration. It's a lazy second dart, I think.
Yeah, I just think he's more or less canned this leg. Chances of Mervyn are missing a remote. Well, that's
Now
unlucky. That's
Well,
a brilliant dart.
It was. Couldn't see too much of that.
He had to move all the way across the hockey to find a line in.
A flag Mervyn to throw
There we
first.
see what he could see.
Game on.
Not a lot.
That's 5 consecutive legs now for Mervyn King. Appearing in the quarterfinals of this tournament for the first time.
99.
I mentioned he was in good form despite debilitating back problems. He reached the final of the big European Tour event, the Dutch Darts Masters, only last month.
I think his floor form's not been the greatest.
95.
But he lost in the final to Van Gerwen, just 6-4. It was a brilliant game.
That's what Alan looked like this morning before makeup.
Well, he's just going about his merry way, isn't he, Mervyn King?
It looks like a bucket to him at the moment, that treble 20.
93.
Well, he opened with 13 and 12. Painter. And since then,
132.
just not happened.
I'm not sure that, to be honest with you, if he's actually had a dart and a double since that second leg.
58. Mervyn, you require 130.
That's a good dart. There was no need to go for the single 20 to leave the ball because Painter was so far behind, is so far behind. A shake of the head. Is it all going wrong for Kevin Painter?
Going a bit Pete Tong.
57. Mervyn, you require 32.
He loves double 16. His favourite chosen double.
No score.
Oh, he's bust. He's struggling.
Power of commentary.
Struggling with his back, but the darts are going
100.
okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah, there's
Mervyn, you
nothing wrong with his
require
elbow.
32.
For 6 consecutive legs. Needs double 8. And there we have it. Mervyn King in total control of this quarter-final. We've got to ask the question now, has Kevin Painter got the ability to come back? Well, there's your answer. He has, but he has to be consistent. It's a long way back, though, in a race to 10 from 6-2 behind. But what a response.
140.
All level now.
Yeah, 140.
Back-to-back 140s.
Good recovery. Yeah, good recovery. It must be frustrating, though, for Painter when you're in the practice room and it's all going...
Well, he was obviously playing well because he hit the stage running.
He did.
100.
Out of the practice room onto the board and...
Let's say, I think that trigger moment was the bounce out.
Yep, double 18, and there we go, a 12 darter. 12 darter. Right back in it, and that could be really, really important. Now, can he somehow...
Well, he needs one of them now against the throw.
He needs to follow the Mason script. 6-4 at the break.
140.
And he's still very much in it, but a 140 puts some pressure on Painter here. Good dart, good dart.
83.
Yeah, he won't give it up. We know, we saw a fantastic comeback from Adrian Lewis, didn't we, yesterday, from 7-3 down to beat Ronnie Hybrex. So Painter has to believe that 42 won't help his cause.
His A game is brilliant. He has no B game.
57.
Nicely thrown.
60.
Gets nothing for them. That's just... Well, I suppose that's what in his mind he's thinking, yeah, that's just about right.
Yeah, it's just a little grimace.
Yeah, just overreached with that
Yep.
one.
Well, if he is struggling, he will want to get the
60.
job done and as quickly as he possibly can.
Painter should be seeing this and
Well,
think,
exactly. I was just going to say, if Painter's aware of this, then
take him as long as possible. Take him into deep water.
yeah.
96.
Well, he may be hurting, but the darts are going, and it's Painter who's feeling the pain.
85. Mervyn, you require 48.
For 7-3.
16 double 16.
Wow, great dart again. Well, Mervyn King is closing in on the semi-finals of the UK Open. His back's troubling him, his darts are troubling Kevin Painter. 7-3, King in front. Needs 3 more to go through. UK Open final day. Who will be a first-time winner? Terry Jenkins against Brendan Dolan to come. Jenkins has lost in 7 major TV finals. Will this be his day? I wonder. He has a good chance.
Royalty in. And there's some Aussie cricketing royalty. Mervy's on a bit of timber. Wonder what that actually feels like.
24.
Oh, here comes Mervyn King again.
140.
24 from Kevin Painter. Well, it's a darting disaster in terms of the match, but this is better. And that's what he's got to do. And you can see a shake of the head as if to say, why on earth can't I do that more often?
Well, what generally happens at this point is sort of mentally shut off and is just relaxing and throwing practice darts.
45. $60.
And there you go. 24, 180, 60. Therein lies the problem in the space of 3 visits to the board for Kevin today.
123.
That's a good dart. Follow that. A 140 would be lovely.
95.
Unlucky though with the last one.
Kevin, you require 142.
Well, he has options. Certainly does now. And he has stayed up there. It was a good enough marker.
110.
Probably still a bigger target than the ball.
Which way will he go? Treble 20. Oh yes, to leave double 8. That's a fantastic second dart. Unlucky,
86.
unlucky.
Kevin, you require 32.
Double 8 now for Painter. Pressure here.
Game
Oh,
shot.
it's in, it's snuck in. That was a great dart from Painter.
Mervyn to throw first.
Well, look at that, you can see how much, well, not a lot is the answer.
Top corner.
Yeah, that was a great dart from Painter.
What he hit was all he could see.
140. 140.
Much better, much better. But this will hurt Kevin Painter. Yeah, there we go, 3 apiece on the 180 count.
Bit of a sucker punch, that one.
118.
Painter's best in this tournament, a semi-final back in 2009. But look at this, punishing from Mervyn King. How about that? He's on a 10-darter to go 8-4 in front. 140, 180, 165.
60. Mervyn, you require
Great
60.
performance so far by King.
Well, if he plays like this, he's a real challenge.
Best leg of the week so far.
30 flag Kevin to throw first.
10-dart leg.
60.
Impressive from King. 96.70. 32.23 in old money.
58.
3 180s, 11 140s. 40% stats on his finishing. Give anybody
50.
a game with those numbers. The main issue is staying power with King carrying that injury.
It'll be a long day for him if he wins this.
140.
And that may be a factor later on, we shall see. He came through 2 matches on Saturday.
81.
This is the main pain with the problem, is the areas in his back that he's had put right.
Not affecting him. This is exceptional in the circumstances, you have to say, from Mervyn King.
And his average is steadily climbed.
Yeah. Painter with an average of 88, 89, and that's been
64.
where Painter's level has been throughout this match, to be honest.
50.
Well,
Kevin, you require 170.
Oh, this would get him interested again, wouldn't it? Unlucky. He may look at the bull anyway, and he has.
130.
To leave tops, he's battling away, Painter.
He's had a 154 so far in this tournament. He's not going to get the 114. So,
58.
for 8-5,
you require 40.
Yeah.
Keep himself interested in this match.
Shot and a 13 flag. Kevin Painter. 14 flag.
Well, this is where he has to break. This is where he has to make his mark. He'll struggle if King keeps hitting darts like that.
100.
There's a chance. You feel here he's got to break in 12 darts if he's going to take the match to King in the closing stages.
80. $96.
Great last start. Used the previous throw and marker. Not enough troubles in this leg.
46.
But for Painter, it's just too many good ones, too many bad ones, isn't it? And that sort of summed up his days so far.
He started to get the treble 20 right, and then that was bumping them into the treble 1 and deflecting into the lower part of the 1.
85.
Finishing good, 5 out of 9.
Yeah.
Scoring,
When he's had a poke.
Yep, scoring not so good.
$134.
Quality stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
$23. Mervyn, you require 71.
It's fair to say he's thrown this leg away. Kevin Painter. King looking at 18 for tops for 9-5.
51.
No
No,
pressure.
Kevin can take plenty from this. You know, it's a quarter-final appearance. Won't do his ranking position any harm.
I
60.
I think
Mervyn,
though
you
he'll,
require
if he
20.
does lose this game from here, and it's looking increasingly likely, he'll be annoyed if that, there's no doubt, because when the draw came out, there's a lot worse draws out there. As Mervyn King makes it 9-5 to go within one leg of a place in the semi-finals. But if you're Kevin Painter, you've got this far, you've got to the quarter-finals, you've got a draw where you think, well, I can win this, I've got a good record. As I mentioned, he's won his last 3 TV clashes with Mervyn King. You're disappointed with an 86, 87 average, aren't you?
Yeah, he's only just
95.
really dipped below 90 over the course of the last leg and a bit.
140.
Just in the tons department, he's 6 behind King, which a couple in each leg is, you know, that's where the gaps come from in this match.
57.
Just not been solid enough.
Chris, Painter, 20 scores of 100 or more. Mervyn King, 31 scores of 100 or more, and that says
exactly,
it all.
Yeah, that's
60.
exactly where the game's being won and lost.
There we have it, confirmation, and yeah, they've both finished pretty well, but the scoring for Painter has let him down.
140.
13 140s now for Mervyn King. Got caught in 2 minds.
Yeah, I'm not sure why you would go an 18 to leave 158 anyway, but
Is it match point Mervyn King?
Looks that way.
100. Mervyn, you require 72.
For a place in the semi-finals of the UK Open for the very first time. He needs tops.
32.
To stay in it.
Kevin, you require 72.
They go the same way. Treble 16 for double 12. The clean finish. 6 from 10.
16 playing Mervyn to throw first. Game on.
4 legs to go. Painter's still got to win them all. But he's still in there fighting.
97.
He might visually look like he's thrown in the towel, but I can assure you that's not the case.
No, never. Not with Painter. I mean, this
Frustration, if anything.
44.
Well, 44 sums it all up, doesn't it?
Too many loose starts.
$100.
Needs to fill it up.
A minimum of 140.
Well, there you go. A 180 to order from Kevin Painter.
$60.
Well, only 60. Now then, a glimmer maybe, just a glimmer for Painter in this leg anyway.
That's awkward. Needs to switch. Oh, and that's awkward again.
93.
Pick one off. So 60 in front.
I know, talking to darts players, that's one of the most frustrating visits that you can have on a board, where you block the treble 20, you block the treble 19, you go all round the board for 57. But great darts again from King to leave himself on a finish for the match. What has Painter got left?
44.
44 for the second time in this leg. Oh, he's missed the big number.
78.
He missed the big 18 to leave the double 16. But he will be back.
Yeah, can't do it now.
60.
So for 10-6, the place in the semi-final draw.
Double 16.
Is it a few of these awkward ones?
Yeah, has to move right across. Oh, every time he's moved right across, he's hit the double, and he's done it again. And Mervyn King with a 95 average. He may be hobbling, but he's hobbling into the semi-finals of the UK Open. In the end, a convincing 10-6 win over Kevin Painter. He's off to get some treatment. We'll be back soon with Terry Jenkins against Brendan Dolan as the quarterfinals continue here in Minehead.